We have seen on stages like this many times. Head-to-head once again. This time, the only real difference is this bottom lane for Gen G. T1 still the same dominant force from before.
Yeah, I mean, whoever wins, they get the final instantly. It's kind of crazy.
They go to MSI. It's crazy.
They'll be our first representatives, and this was, even though it did end with a T1 victory, a very surprising turn of events, right? For Gen G, I think it was a lot more cut and dry. They were clearly the better team. Half-Life got the one win, but they weren't really able to stand up in either draft or in overall team fighting.
Yeah, I mean, that's why I feel like, especially for Gen G against Half-Life, that's how I feel. It was like almost like 4-0, and T1 series was like, it was really close.
But the GOAT is still in this mid lane, but now he's up against Chovy, who has redefined his playstyle a little bit, gentlemen. Do you feel like Chovy's evolution is going to be enough to take down the GOAT?
I think that Chovy is actually playing a lot more similar than Faker, whereas previously we had a very big gap in these two players, their playstyle, right? Where Faker was very focused on playmaking, and Chovy was much more of a lane-centric 1v1 side lane type player. That isn't really how the current meta shapes up, right? I think picks like the Cassante are a great example, but Faker, most notably on his Gragas, the one who brought it back as well, has not been about getting high resources. It has been about just making the big plays. And he was one of the pivotal turning points in that final game in KT, where they were down a couple of K gold. He was able to find a couple of key catches. And I actually think it's really cool because that has been what Chovy has been trying to do more and more.
And which is that Chovy, I think he really improved himself. That like that was a lack of himself. That like not able to make a play like to the towards the style lane, or like not move enough to like when he need to be at exactly where he need to. It's just like he fixed. Like he improved like so much, like where he need to be at the map. Like he also be able to like inform like a top lane, jungle, like even bottom. Like that's why like everyone's be able to carry like from the team, like Peanut, Pace, like Dilla, even Doran, like some game. Like that's why I think the exact reason why the Gen G got even stronger.
And that brings us to the bottom side matchup, Gumayusi versus Pace. Pace, of course, in his debut year, being able to get the most kills in a regular season. Absolutely incredible stat. This guy is, he's amazing, but he's up against Gumayusi, who has, I think, really improved himself.
Yeah, when the clutch really comes down, I think Guma has been incredible throughout like many a tournament now, right? Like last Worlds, he was one of the most consistent factors as well. And it's really such a stark improvement for what we saw last year at him when he was at MSI and he was kind of struggling. I think he's really leveled himself up. And as good as the Lies and Pace have been, it's Guma and Carrier, right? Like this is without a shadow of a doubt the best bot lane that we do have in the LCK. And I do think that Gen G haven't really been tested in the bot lane department in their recent series. And that is where I'd expect them to struggle today, because I think that Pace and the Light have performed admirably, but if they can't get these leads, right, if they can't get kills like this, I do think that the team can struggle because they play very heavily towards that bot side.
Yeah, I mean, if I just remember correctly, like from like first game or like second game from a round one, like of the Pace, like he's, you know, like he's just a completely different person.
Will be very important. Got on the second team of all LCK, even in a super strong mid role. As here's Guma doing a little dance for us. As
here. And there are some serious issues if you decide to go for that all-in lane on the bottom side of the map, as it is going to be Jarvan to come through here as the final pick. And Doran giving a chuckle here. Now, I worry, and this Jarvan pick is actually super interesting because the Wukong Jace counter is an old counter. We've seen it so many times, and you can actually win this lane. You can put the pressure on, but especially with Jarvan, this is super strong. It is very difficult to hard engage into now Leona, Wukong, and Jarvan. If you're going as Lissandra, you better be winning that team fight basically instantly because there is no out, there is no escape.
maybe it wasn't Carey. It might have been Lahens. I'm not 100% sure.
Tall, by the way, the last person to play this.
Yeah.
Rare matchup only happened 9 times. As you can see the engage here from Chovy. Nice reaction from Faker, but it's still a trade up. And we'll see if their reaction time is quick here. They do have a ward.
Going in for an engage. Peanut coming in from behind. Pace is taking a bunch of damage. They're trying to get this kill onto Pace as the concussive blows go in. And first blood is given over to Guma, but immediately traded back as Peanut did get the wraparound and picks up the second kill.
So all secondary summoners are down here, but Owner knows now he can dive.
Yeah, apparently Peanut leashed it for him. As Owner is on the bottom side, we are trying to get the flash here out of Pace, and more concussive blows come in. Owner a little bit behind, but the damage is there as flash forward, and Owner will pick up the kill, and maybe a second one onto Delight as he's not able to flash out.
The Rift Herald. Yeah, he's got Crescendum here. So much damage. Peanut's here.
They get a flash. Not going to get that one, but they will get Carrier down, so that is a kill going into the hands of the Aphelios already. Way back into this game, as we are going to take a look here at the replay. Pretty standard stuff. You know, they know the jungler is up on the top side, or was just up on the top side doing the Rift Herald, so...
Delight has level 6, and Carrier does not. So that's a huge advantage they have here. You can take him out.
Push. And they get the kill on the Paze, which is always a good thing, as trying to bait Zeus into a play on the top side here. He's going to have to flash away, and they will get that and trade for the Cataclysm.
April Fool's joke, but it wasn't a joke. I actually spilled coffee all over the table.
Chovy, he goes back in when Owner is here. He's going to block with the clone, and now Peanut following up as the chains will connect, trying to go back in onto Owner, flashes away. Delight coming back over, second Cyclone, and it should be enough as Peanut will pick up the kill.
Just to the early Jace, as you'd expect. As this is Chovy's first-person view on this, running into the Lissandra.
He sees him. He's calling for it.
Clone blocks the ultimate, which is massive.
Faker has no mana. He says, we're getting a fight here on the Drake as Peanut tries to start this one. He is caught inside the pit as he does have flash, tries to get away. But now the claw comes in, catches both of them, and Pace has to cleanse as they are caught way out of position, and T1 are looking to punish. There's the concussive blows, and Pace is a couple of autos away, and down he goes. Faker picks up the kill.
So much lower. He's going to try to make something happen.
Trying to get in onto Zeus. They have so much CC, and Zeus does not have flash. He should be going down. He's trying to trade it, though, as where is the damage? They can't kill him.
There's no damage, and like I said, Chovy can't get over here. He's not here. And he can't make the difference. He was the damage that they didn't have.
Oh, no, they're definitely going to dive this. Easy smite to slow him down as on an extra kill as they're trying to get in onto Faker, but he's just... Oh, the timing of the chains. He's not able to claw out. Has to ult himself, and he's not in a great spot himself now because he does not have a flash. Might get his claw up here in a little bit, but one last auto.
And Jace is going to do a ton of damage, too. You just don't have an angle except hard engage.
Chovy, not sure about that, TP. My good sir, he's going to have to flash away. Still gets caught by the Sedge ult as Paze is also getting caught on the backside. Has to double Summoner here as he will get to safety. Delight very below. As Doran is trying to frontline for him here, but he's just getting pulled to shreds too. Guma just standing up to him, takes down the Jarvan. Doesn't care about his little tanky build as they're just scattering to the wind like leaves. Gen G just going down one by one. This is excellently done. Doran kind of an awkward angle on that flash drag. Nearly gets caught out on his way out. As okay, looking for the angle here. Onto the back line as Guma just flashes the wall and the damage is there as Peanut will be the first one to go down, I believe. As no, he will get away to the top side. It will actually be Doran. Yeah, Peanut's still here. He's actually full health. It was his clone who was getting hit there on the backside of this as... Yeah, T1 taking a bit of damage here. Looks like they might want to go for a turn as there is the claw. They get in onto the Leona. Not the best target as Delight will flash away. It really comes down to the engage here of Doran, Delight, and Peanut. I'd have to say Chovy will do his thing poking, and Pace is really just the follow-up damage. As Doran is looking for the angle here, Gen G on top of the Drake. As Owner is looking for the potential steal, and it will go over to the side of Owner as there is the engage, but Delight is the one taking the majority of the damage. And now the Wombo combo does come in, but the damage is not quite there as Chovy desperate to put in the damage. They do not take out Zeus. He lives as Pace and Chovy, the two that are left alone, as everybody on the side of T1 is still alive. As look at that damage. Pace barely going to survive here potentially as Carrion not able to hit his Q.
Really requires a heavy flank, and even Carrier, as we've seen, can kind of block Doran out.
Uh-oh.
They're going to pick up some mana here, but he's fairly vulnerable.
He doesn't have claw. He doesn't have. Oh, he's got it back up just now as he is going to get back to safety, maybe baiting him into Keria. As now looking for the engage. They know Delight does not have flash. As they just turn onto the Leona and blow him up. Down he goes. As so much for the tank of the Leona in this fight as the TP is behind them. As Paige trying to do damage on the front line. Guma in a very wonky spot. Flashes forward into Inferno. It doesn't matter. As that should be the end of this one. Very low health bars on the side of T1 as Jovi is desperate. He does pick up the kill onto Guma.
Doran.
Maybe he's got some kind of chance. That's a double kill for Jovi. Is the clone going to tank that one up?
The base, though, is in tatters here. The Nexus.
Delight with Solar Flare. One time? One time trying to get lucky here as Smite is perfect. 1196 as Faker goes in for the engage. They have Elder Drake as the rest of the team just trying to get out here. As a split call comes in, they're just going to give up Faker as he is all alone. He does have the stopwatch and Zayu's still here. Okay, the re-engage, but the shock flash misses as not the cleanest engage. Pace is getting the damage on Zayu's as he is ticking down, but he is still alive.
Oh my god, he's still alive.
The Aphelios is shooting from over the wall, but he's just trying to get away. They don't want to fight against the Elder Drake, and Guma just a little bit too scary, even without his summoners.
Incredible moment for Paze regardless, but it's not going to be enough. One hit will take him out.
One smite. Oh, he's trying to chase him down and smite him, but not quite going to happen.
Play that combo. You should be able to end here. You got 20 seconds on Elder. Chovy is doing blue buff.
Well, the team doesn't want to fight while they have Elder, but they might be forced to. Like, you got to get back here. He is backing now. As 9 seconds on Elder buff, we got 7, 6, 5. Peanut is in the front line with his clone, trying to stop this one as Doran goes in. Trying to clear out the wave here as Elder buff is gone, but Doran is as well. As the ult here from Pace, not massive, but he does have a massive shield, and they are clearing this wave, and the AoE damage is coming in for both Chovy and Pace, and it will push T1 back for now.
They aren't able to actually kill anybody. They're taking a bunch of damage here from turrets, and notice that T1, as the Elder fades here, haven't really hurt anybody on the side of Genji. The engage from Doran is fantastic. Owner, yeah, he has that healing coming through, but he's taking so much damage here. Then when the follow-up ult comes through from Paze and Chovy's doing some of that chip damage, the wave gets cleared out here in mid, and T1 are like, ooh, we can no longer push through this. Baker's full health, but the real carries are...
T1 slowly but surely with 30 seconds of Baron buff are trying to take down the game.
Just let the minions do the work here. Genji have to come to you.
Hold up the door, but they go for the wombo combo. They get the Cataclysm, but it is not in the backline. Guma is just autoing everybody as Paze. Tons of AoE, but he can't do it alone, as now he's going to get burst to smithereens as he is in the base. And T1, they have done it. Guma takes him down, looking for the Penta, but the Nexus goes down first. 37 minutes, and T1 take game 1.
아, 아깝다. 나 방패 빠졌다, 이번에 조심.
오케이.
이번에 걸 거야, 얘네.
야, 앞에 들고 오케이, 앞에 들고 오케이.
앞라인 좋아, 앞라인 좋아.
앞에 좋아. 들고 오케이.
앞에 맞춰놨어, 앞에.
앞에 줬어요.
펜타가 있는데?
앞에
펜타 줘.
펜타 못 빼서.
못 줘.
펜타가
펜타가 있는데?
맞는데?
안 돼.
근데 몰래.
내가 깨버렸다. 너무 잘해.